Yesterday, I did a video to Colonel Kurtz talking about her recent friendly interview with a member of NXIVM and why it was an extraordinarily bad idea. I'm not going to reiterate anything from that video. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Anyway, Colonel Kurtz wrote into that video with this message. She said, "Interesting. I appreciate you watching and the free promotion. Guess we will have to agree to disagree. I felt I challenged her repeatedly, even asked the same question about collateral 3 different ways, and finally told her I didn't buy her explanation and it sounded like blackmail. But I wasn't there to challenge her. I was there to listen. That's how I roll with interviews. I think sometimes you all want an attack dog, but that's not my style. And personally, I do like Nikki. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to read the trial transcripts since that's what both sides have asked I do. Interestingly, Nikki believes that if I read the court transcripts, I will be more sympathetic to her perspective, not less. But I'm also told by NXIVM critics that I should look at what happened in court, so we all agree where I should start." First of all, Kristen, I follow you on social media, and I know that comment about free promotion is what you say to your critics when you feel that they're coming at you with some kind of malicious, egomaniacal bluster and that sort of thing. And that's not what I'm trying to do here, Kristen. I'm trying to say this as someone who's trying to be sympathetic to you, even and trying to help you, even if you don't want that help. And I hope that you will listen to what I'm actually saying, because I can tell that I made a mistake by going into the specifics of what went on in the NXIVM trial. Kristen, please hear me when I say this. I am not challenging how you did the interview. I'm not saying that you should have said this, that, or the other to this woman. I am saying that you should have absolutely nothing to do with this woman. I'm not on team team criticize NXIVM. I'm on team Kristen gets the hell away from this. Kristen drops this hot potato and backs away as fast as she possibly can. I'm not asking you to be an attack dog, which, by the way, you are an attack dog. If you were not an attack dog, you would not have bought a blonde wig and done videos making fun of Amber Heard after she'd already lost the trial. I'm not trying to ask you to be an attack dog here, Kristen. I'm not asking you to look at court transcripts. I'm not asking you to find out who's right or wrong in the NXIVM case. I'm telling you to drop it and back away from it for a very important reason, Kristen. That reason is this. You have done some phenomenal work on the Marilyn Manson case. You have been exemplary and crucial in the process of showing that Marilyn Manson is most likely a man who has been the victim of a coordinated conspiracy to destroy his reputation. But here's the thing, Kristen. That has to be handled very carefully. Very carefully. Because the way the opposition is going to try to take you down, and the way that they are already trying to take you down, is by painting you up as not by engaging with your actual arguments, but by painting you up as a conspiracy theorist rube who will take on any ridiculous point of view, or will start championing any ridiculous point of view, no matter how watertight the case against their position actually is. And by having a friendly interaction with someone from NXIVM, you are allowing them to wield that weapon of public discrediting against you. You are handing them a signed, sealed, delivered, secret weapon, silver bullet against you and your credibility. Kristen, the woke mob does not attack you on the basis of facts. They do not attack you on the basis of morality, on the basis of right and wrong. They attack you on the basis of making you look cringy and ridiculous and silly. And that is what they are going to be able to do if you go down this road with this NXIVM woman. You are going to go from being a controversial figure who is trying to bring light to a serious issue to being a conspiracy theorist nutter who will buy anything and believe anything. And you are going to detonate a gigantic hydrogen bomb on your credibility and, by extension, the credibility of anyone associated with you. And that includes me. And because of that, Kristen, I'm not going to continue even the association of a subscriber to a subscribee with you anymore. I will get updates on the Manson case from Burkhart and from Legal Bites and from Southern Law and all of those guys, Legal, I don't think he said anything about it, Southern Law and all of those guys. I'll get updates on it from them. I can't follow you down this rabbit hole, Kristen. This is ridiculous. There is absolutely no reason for you to be doing this. There is everything in the world wrong with you liking Nikki, Kristen. This is not a good person. This is not at all a good person. What she wants, Kristen, I'm going to say this hard and directly, and I'm sorry, but it needs to be said. If you think that this woman discovered your videos by way of your philosophy videos, you are an idiot. No, Kristen, this woman found you because you have developed a reputation for working to clear the names of men who are accused of sex crimes. She needs your credibility, not the other way around. She is coming to you because she is trying to vindicate and clear the name of a well-established con man, a man who was an established con man before he ever started NXIVM. A man who is a brazen sex criminal. A person who is absolutely vile. And I know it sounds like I'm taking a side on this one way or the other, but again, I reiterate to you, Kristen, my point in raising this is not to balance, try to counterbalance the pro-NXIVM narrative that you are so open-mindedly exposing people to. No, it's telling you to drop it all together and get away from it. It does not matter. It does not matter if Keith Raniere is completely innocent. He's not. But it does not matter if Keith Raniere is completely innocent, Kristen. Get away from this issue if you don't want to lose all of your credibility. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. The fact that you are even presenting this woman with an opportunity to be heard is going to bring you down. And to every single person that has written to me and said, oh, well, I just thought that the interaction was very interesting, and I appreciate Colonel Kurtz giving me the opportunity to hear this person's unique perspective and all that. The fact that you think that is by design. This woman has been leading you, the woman that Colonel Kurtz interviewed, has been leading you to that trough, has been leading you to drink from the trough of, oh, I'm so enlightened because I'm listening to someone with a different perspective. That's what this is. I'm willing to hear everybody. I'm willing to hear everybody's perspective. I'm enlightened. I'm even-handed. I listen to all sides. That's what this is. No, that is you rationalizing. That is you rationalizing, letting a cultist into your life, into your existence, and you rationalizing, listening to what they have to say. This woman is not. This woman that Kristen is interviewing is not presenting you with a unique and interesting perspective on a controversial issue. She is trying to gain your support for her. Gain your support in vindicating her messiah, her leader, her guru, her cult leader. That's what she's trying to do. And that thing, again, this thing in what you're saying here, Kristen, this already tells me that this woman's got her hooks in you. You say that you do like her personally, and that there's nothing wrong with that. Look at what you said right before that, Kristen, that you told this woman you think what she was involved in was blackmail. Why are you friends with someone who conducts blackmail against people, Kristen. There's everything in the world wrong with being friends with someone who's part of a blackmail scam, Kristen. So if you admit that what she's doing is blackmail, why would you want to be associated with someone who does that? Why, you know, Kristen, listen to what this woman said. She is completely unrepentant about anything that happened at NXIVM. And I said it before and I'll say it again, Kristen. What she's doing here, what she tried to get you going on, is the same thing that every single cult member whose charismatic leader goes to jail does. They do the same thing. They try to say that, oh, the government was manipulating the media narrative against him because they just hated how much goodness and righteousness and wonder he was bringing into the world, and they just couldn't stand how wonderful he was, so they had to bring him down, and now here we are trying to right the wrong. It's the same narrative over and over and over again, Kristen. Again, like I said, with L. Ron Hubbard, it's the same thing. And as one person pointed out, you know, Keith Raniere would make L. Ron Hubbard look like child's play in comparison. But I'll tell you this, Kristen. When you associate with people from cults, what starts happening is people in your life start disassociating from you. I'm the first person in your life that's going to disassociate from you. And it's not going to mean anything to you because you don't know me, you've never interacted with me, you just see me as one of your subscribers. And so it's not going to mean very much to you. But give it time. You're going to start losing people that matter to you personally. And before that ever happens, you're going to lose your credibility because you're going to give the other side of the Manson debate exactly what they need to discredit you.